All politics is local, they say. But for immigrants and injured workers, that's a lie. When we ask our local representatives for help, we're told that's federal. Yet those same politicians write letters for Naval Academy appointments, push federal contracts for corporations, and pass symbolic resolutions about wars overseas. But when families are being torn apart or workers are broken by unsafe workplaces, suddenly they're powerless. That silence is not neutral. It is betrayal. Democrats campaign as if they're the party of working people and immigrant families. But too many are practicing what I call pretend politics, smiling for ribbon cuttings while voting for fences, deportations, and budgets that gut workers' rights. And here's the hypocrisy. Both Democrats and Republicans admit America doesn't have enough babies to sustain our labor force and our social security system. They know we need labor. They know we need immigration, yet they slam the border shut, pretending that an open door would destroy America, when in truth, immigration has always been our lifeline. Remember Ronald Reagan's 1986 amnesty? A Republican signed it. It legalized millions, stabilized families, strengthened Social Security, and grew the economy. It was a good thing. Today's Democrats won't even fight for it. Then came the Laken Riley Act, a fear-driven law that wages a Nazi-style blitz against brown labor in America. Where were the Democrats? Many voted for it. The rest stayed silent, refusing to call out their colleagues. Where was Julio Cortez? Where was Jason Call? Where was Rick Larson when workers demanded a national workers' comp commission? Silent, absent, pretending that is not leadership, that is betrayal. And don't think the so-called progressive movements are innocent. The socialist left, the Green Party, even Kshama Sawant in Seattle. Too many have betrayed workers and immigrants as well. They raise fists at rallies, they chant slogans about justice, they love the cameras. But when it comes to demanding federal human rights for immigrant families or injured workers, they vanish. They'll pass symbolic resolutions, but they won't stand shoulder to shoulder when families face deportation or when workers die in silence. That is not solidarity, that is branding. And working people can see through it. This is the disconnect. The Democratic Party has abandoned the working class. The progressive left has betrayed immigrants and workers with silence instead of action. And the socialists and Greens have turned their movements into stages, not battlefields. They all hand us empty promises while selling us Republican-style agendas dressed up in progressive language. So we call foul. We call it like it is. Democrats in name only, progressives in name only, socialists in name only, Greens in name only. If Julio Cortez won't stand with immigrant families in his own district, if Jason Call and Rick Larson won't fight for injured workers, if Sawant and the Greens won't demand federal human rights, then they all stand with the donors, not the people. So we have to ask, what's up? What's up with Democrats who hide while workers are dying and families are deported? What's up with progressives who refuse to call out their own party when it betrays us? What's up with so-called socialists and Greens who love the spotlight but disappear when the fight gets hard? The answer is simple. If they won't fight for us, we'll fight without them. Because justice does not wait for permission. Families do not survive on speeches. And workers, immigrant and American born alike, are worth more than the silence of politicians who sell us out.